They call it the Angel of Death and the Flying Gunship. It hovers out of the darkness, silent as a ghost, until, in a flash, the night sky explodes with thunder. Yes, we're talking about the AC-130J Ghostrider, arguably the most advanced gunship in the world. In today's video, we'll take you on a heart-pounding journey into what makes this aerial fortress so lethal, so iconic, and so mesmerizing. Along the way, we'll reveal some updates from 2024 that even longtime aviation buffs may have missed, something that changes what many believed was the Ghostrider's next evolutionary leap. Before we dive into the Ghostrider's ferocious arsenal, imagine being on the ground, outnumbered and outgunned. You're looking up, searching the starlit sky for hope. Suddenly, a faint shape passes overhead. You feel rather than see the presence of a circling guardian, locked and loaded, ready to rain down support. This is the soul of the Ghostrider, a plane designed to protect Allied forces from above. But hold tight, we've got some plot twists in this story that might upend what you think you know about the AC-130J. Yes, we're going to talk about the rumored directed energy weapon that once lit up the imaginations of defense analysts everywhere. But here's the shocker. As of 2024, it's been canceled. Why? Keep watching to find out. He Ghostrider is the latest in a distinguished lineage of AC-130 gunships that have served the US military for decades. You may have heard of the AC-130H Spectre, the AC-130U Spooky, or the AC-130W Stinger II, all revered for their close air support, interdiction missions, and precise strikes against enemy forces. Yet the need for a truly next-generation craft, one that combined the best elements of each previous variant, led to the design and deployment of the AC-130J Ghostrider. Based on the sturdy C-130J Super Hercules airframe, the AC-130J was extensively modified to transform a humble transport plane into a gunship that would dominate the skies of modern battlefields. When it first rolled out, rumors swirled that it was so advanced it could one day mount futuristic lasers. But there's a twist to that rumor, and it's coming up soon. Let's talk heavy metal, namely the Ghostrider's epic arsenal. First up is the 30mm GAU-23A cannon, a rapid-fire weapon capable of dishing out devastating bursts at ground targets. This alone would give most enemies pause, but it's far from the only thing on board. Next is the legendary 105mm M102 howitzer cannon, a throwback to old-school artillery but refined for airborne use. Believe it or not, the AC-130J can launch 105mm shells onto ground targets with alarming accuracy. If you've ever felt the ground tremble from artillery, imagine that power raining from the skies. But that's not all. The AC-130J can also carry precision-guided munitions such as the AGM-114 Hellfire Missile or the GBU-39 small-diameter bomb, depending on mission needs. This combination of cannons and guided bombs is a 1-2 punch that few ground adversaries can handle. Now, raw firepower is just one side of the story. The AC-130J thrives because of its cutting-edge sensor suite and crew coordination. Think of the Ghostrider as an orchestra, where each sensor and crew member plays a crucial part. 2 pilots manage the aircraft's flight, 2 combat systems officers handle navigation and weapon deployment, and 3 enlisted gunners, or loadmasters, manage the cannons and sensors. A single slip in a high-stakes environment could lead to catastrophic outcomes, yet the Ghostrider crew synchronizes like clockwork, guided by the advanced precision strike package. This includes electro-optical and infrared sensors that can peer through darkness, smoke, and even certain weather conditions, providing a near godlike view of the battlefield. Stay tuned. Up next, we're delving into the 2024 update on the rumored directed energy weapon. It's a twist you won't see coming, and it might just shift your entire perspective on the future of aerial warfare. Time for a quick break in the action. Did you know that during World War I, some pilots tried dropping grenades and even sharpened metal darts, called flechettes, right out of their cockpits? Talk about low tech. We've come a long way since then, haven't we? By the way, if you're enjoying this wild ride through aviation history and modern tech, hit that like button and subscribe for more high-octane military content. We promise more mind-blowing revelations, just like the one coming up about the AC-130J's canceled energy weapon. Alright, fun detour aside, let's refocus on the mission that makes the AC-130J such a lifeline for ground troops: close air support. When elite forces, SEALs, Army Rangers, you name it, find themselves in the thick of it, The Ghostwriter is often their guardian angel. High above, it circles, scanning the environment for threats with high-resolution sensors. Need a machine gun nest taken out? The 30mm answers the call. A larger problem rolling in, like a convoy or a fortified building? That's where the 105mm steps in. For more extended range threats or pinpoint strikes, small diameter bombs or Hellfires can come into play. This layered arsenal makes the Ghostwriter an airborne Swiss Army knife. If that level of adaptability excites you, drop a comment below. What weapon system do you think pushes the AC-130J into overkill territory? Let us know. Your voice matters here. You've probably heard rumors over the last few years that the AC-130J was headed toward next-level armament, a directed energy weapon, in plainer language, a laser. Indeed, for a while, it looked like the Ghostwriter might take an unprecedented leap into science fiction territory, zapping incoming drones or disabling enemy electronics from the sky. But here's the twist we teased. As of 2024, the US Air Force canceled that directed energy weapon upgrade. Official reports suggest it was a mix of technical hurdles, cost concerns, and shifting priorities that led to this decision. While initial tests of airborne lasers showed potential for close-range and counter-drone scenarios, the challenges of powering and maintaining such a system on a gunship proved too big a hurdle for now. That's right, sometimes even the world's most advanced military has to pull back, regroup, and rethink. But the cancellation doesn't mean the Ghostwriter is any less formidable, or that directed energy weapons won't appear elsewhere. It simply means the immediate future of the AC-130J will focus on perfecting its existing hardware and software, rather than venturing into uncharted territory with lasers. When the Ghostwriter is on station, it can literally tilt the balance of a battle. Picture a small special operations team pinned down by insurgents with heavy fire. The AC-130J swoops in overhead. Its sensors pinpoint enemy positions, and the 30mm or 105mm roars to life. Within minutes, that pressure on the ground team vanishes. But for all its power, the Ghostwriter is not invulnerable. AC-130 gunships typically fly low and slow, making them susceptible to anti-aircraft weapons. As a result, the Ghostwriter relies on darkness, altitude, standoff tactics, and an array of defensive systems like infrared countermeasures to keep threats at bay. Still with us? We've got even more to show you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more explosive insights into cutting-edge military technology. Now, let's discuss the constant evolution of the AC-130J. Because even without a laser system, this platform is far from static. Engineers and operators keep pushing the envelope. Updated avionics improve the precision strike package, while new data links enable faster and more secure communication with ground forces and command centers. One lesser-known tidbit, the structural recoil from the 105mm howitzer required significant reinforcement in the Ghostwriter's early iterations. Repeated test firings showed potential stress fractures in critical areas. Addressing those concerns early allowed for a more robust design that extends the airframe's operational life. These modifications ensure the AC-130J remains reliable for extended missions and frequent deployments. In other words, the more they shoot, the longer it still can fly without major overhauls. Let's talk synergy in weapon systems. How do you decide when to use the 30mm versus the 105mm or a guided bomb? It's all about the mission profile. Sometimes you need a surgical strike. A quick burst of 30mm can neutralize a small threat with minimal collateral damage. Other times you require maximum impact. Cue the thunderous 105mm. But it's not just about hitting the target, it's about identifying the right target. That's where the sensors come in. The Ghostwriter's infrared and electro-optical cameras can track multiple targets simultaneously, feeding intelligence into a high-speed mission computer. The system can even record the strikes for post-mission analysis, ensuring maximum effectiveness and accountability. Ever wonder how the crew stays alert during long loiter times? Short answer, a combination of rigorous training, rotating responsibilities, and sometimes just plain adrenaline when they're in active combat zones. It's time to revisit a concept we teased earlier, stealth. Sure, the AC-130J isn't a stealth platform like an F-35, but it employs tactics and some stealth-oriented design choices to reduce detection. Combine those with advanced electronic warfare suites designed to jam or confuse enemy radar, and you get a craft that's surprisingly hard to pin down, especially under cover of darkness. Remember, the Ghostwriter's slower speed and relatively large profile make it more vulnerable if it's fully lit up on radar. So, the team invests heavily in evasion tactics, using terrain-following approaches, altitude advantages, and real-time threat analysis to minimize exposure. Let's recap our journey through the AC-130J Ghostrider story. Heritage and evolution stemming from the AC-130 family line. The Ghostrider refines decades of gunship experience. Massive firepower, a 30mm cannon for precise bursts, a 105mm howitzer for thunderous blasts, and optional guided missiles or bombs for extended range. Sensor superiority, a precision strike package that merges infrared, electro-optical, and advanced targeting systems into a single, all-seeing unit. Crew coordination, 7 highly trained professionals coordinating in real time for maximum effectiveness and safety. The laser plot twist. Once rumored to feature cutting-edge directed energy weapons, those plans were canceled in 2024. But that only means the Air Force is focusing on perfecting tried-and-true systems right now. Continuous upgrades. With robust structural improvements, advanced avionics, and updated data links, the Ghostrider remains a dynamic and evolving platform. The AC-130J Ghostrider is more than just a plane. It's a testament to years of combat innovation, melding raw firepower with advanced intelligence gathering. While the dream of a laser-firing gunship has been put on hold, at least for now, the Ghostrider remains unmatched in delivering precise, overwhelming force where it's needed. And who knows what the future may hold? Canceled programs can sometimes be reborn in different forms. It's not inconceivable that a new iteration or technology might emerge. For the moment, though, the flying gunship is all about perfecting its current arsenal, forging new synergies with drones and satellites, and expanding the boundaries of close air support. We teased a revolution in aerial warfare with directed energy weapons. Though 2024 brought an end to that project for the AC-130J, keep your eyes peeled. Directed energy tech may yet find its way onto other platforms, or even a future Ghostrider variant. The sky is far from the limit. There's always more innovation on the horizon. The AC-130J Ghostrider is a flying fortress that has changed the game for special operations and close air support. Its loud cannons may not be joined by a laser anytime soon, but that doesn't dampen its battle-proven capabilities. If anything, this formidable gunship continues to excel in the role it was born to play, delivering precise, unrelenting firepower whenever and wherever it's called upon. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the Ghostrider's world. If you're loving this content, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to stay up to date with the latest on military aviation, ground warfare tech, and more. And don't forget, do you think directed energy weapons might make a comeback in future gunships? What weapon system or technology do you believe will revolutionize warfare next? Let us know in the comments. We can't wait to hear your thoughts. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and keep your eyes on the skies. The Ghostrider may not have lasers, but it's still the angel or terror that rules the night.